Hey everybody, what's up? Time for a video. First things first, just to let you know, I sent out to MMT Trader subscribers my weekly EIA petroleum report analysis. I do that every Wednesday, as you know, when the Energy Information Administration releases that report. All right. Now, there were some surprising things in there. Of course, the zombies, they looked right away at the steep drawdown in crude inventories, down 9.9 million barrels. It was only expected to be down around 2.5 or 2.7 million barrels. So, of course, as you know, and I point this out very frequently, that's all they do. They look at that one little number. Sometimes maybe some of the quote unquote smarter zombies, they might look at what's happening with gasoline inventories. They look at that and then they just make their move. There is so much information in that report. I mean, you have information on not just crude and product stocks, but also demand. You have imports, you have exports, you have production. There's a lot of stuff in there. You have to know how to synthesize all of that data. I should let you know, and my MMT Trader subscribers, they know this. Also, you people who have been on a 30-day free trial. We got long the crude market. Remember, we sold out at the top around 71, 72 back in May. And we got long again at $64 a barrel. So we are riding now, what, an $8 rally. That's $8,000 per contract on a futures contract in crude. We bought some refiner stocks on the pullback, which we sold out of those refiner stocks also back in May, around May 9th, May 10th. And that is when a number of Wall Street firms at the same time came out with their buy recommendation right at the top. We sold out. We got back in. Now, on that report, there are a number of things, okay? You have to know what else are the factors that are going to influence prices. We've seen a very sharp rebound in oil prices, and that followed the announcement by OPEC that it would be increasing its production by 600 to 800,000. They called it 1 million barrels a day, but it's really about 600 to 800,000. You have to understand that that has yet to really impact. Now, there's something going on in the oil market related to China. I talk about that in my email that I sent out. If you want that email, if you want to check it out, go to my website, pitbulleconomics.com, and sign up for a 30-day free trial of MMT Trader. A lot of cross currents right now in the oil market. You have, of course, the OPEC decision. You have strong demand for crude oil. You have very, very strong U.S. exports of crude and petroleum products. That is a key element here in the equation. You have rising imports. That's also an element in the equation. You have to know how to synthesize all of this, and I do this every week for subscribers in my email that follows that report. The dollar is bouncing back today, but it is within ranges that we have seen now for a period of time. All right, so I do not ascribe any particular meaning to this today. It is within ranges that we have seen, and again, I don't look at price. I look at the overall fundamental conditions. Those are the things that are important to me. If conditions change, then price will change. If conditions have not changed, then price is just noise. Okay, you have to understand the difference. There is a big distinction there. Okay, conditions drive price. Conditions, and how those conditions are created as a function of policy. All right, so we get price bouncing around all over the place. Stock market. We may have seen at least a temporary bottom in the stock market. It's funny because on Friday, Jim Cramer came out and said raise cash. On Monday, he said it emphatically. He said don't don't fight me on this, just do it. So he sold 400 down, sold the market 400 down. That's the great, great advice you get from reading something like Real Money. By the way, I contributed to Real Money for a number of years, and they canceled me. So I guess my stuff is not good enough for Real Money. You got to sell 400 down. What else? What else? All right, a lot of, again, trade discussion or trade rhetoric, I should say. Now, this is a key thing because this may be almost certainly driving a lot of these moves is the reaction. This is triggering behavior on the part of zombies to buy or sell or whatever. We saw the same thing in the run-up in the stock market after Trump was elected in November 2016. A lot of those gains are being given back, okay, as I said they would be. That his election and consequently his rhetoric and his proposals triggered behavior. Remember, the market was going up every single day. I had people here who were subscribers say, Mike, I can't take it anymore because, I'm going to the office and all my friends are celebrating and they're popping champagne corks and my wife is all upset because I'm not in the market. Now what? They all bought at the top. Now it's coming back down again. What do? Folks, you have to have control over your emotions. This can be a very emotional game. If you cannot control your emotions, you will not succeed in this, period. I'm telling you this right now. You have to control your emotions. And if you can control your emotions, then you can also at the same time take advantage of those who are incapable of controlling their emotions. Here's another thing. You have a few months difficulty and you quit. I mean, what is that? How do you expect to succeed in anything if the going gets tough? I understand if the going is tough for you, for years and years and years, but a few months and you quit? If the going gets tough and you cannot handle that, if you cannot face that, I frankly don't know how you are going to succeed in anything, let alone this activity. I've said this once before, that if the market was a living thing, if it was a creature, if it was a person, if it was some living entity, its sole function and job in life would be to fool you and deceive you. That's what it does. Now you can let yourself be taken in by the deceit and the games that the market plays on your mind, which you allow it to play on your mind, or you can be stoic in the face of that deceit and maintain control of yourself at all times and not quit because of a few months of difficulty and toughness. I mean, build some backbone, build some resilience, build some inner strength, take control of yourself. The market is an inanimate thing. It doesn't care about you. It doesn't care whether you make money or lose money. It is there for you to make money if you know how to control yourself. It is not about your system. It is not about your analysis. It is not about your methodology. It is not about your approach. It's not even really about the information, although that can give you an edge if you combine good information and knowledge and understanding with self-control. If you get scared, if you get frightened, if you allow yourself to be manipulated and fooled by price movements, which many times are nothing more than sheer noise, then forget it. You're not going to make it. You are not going to make it. This is a game for tough people who have self-control, which basically describes a universe that is very, very, very small. That's basically us, the SEAL Team 6. And not everybody can make it. Remember, I want people to drop out. I'm happy when they drop out because I'm creating a community here, a group of people who are like-minded and tough individuals. You want to know something? It's always fascinating to me. I have a lot of people come to me And I'm a pretty good judge of character and of people. But what has been fascinating to me is that a lot of people, I have people who come to me, very boastful, braggadocio types who say, I'm tough, Mike, I'm strong, I'll be able to handle this. And they're like the first ones that bail out. And then I have others that come to me who are very, very honest. And I think it all boils down to honesty again. Remember, I've always said the true expression of oneself, you have to be honest. And they say to me, I don't know if I can do this. Sometimes they get nervous and I have to scream at them and tell them, hey, look, toughen up. And guess what? They become the toughest, the strongest. It's like basic training in SEAL team. You have sometimes Olympic level athletes, professional athletes going in there and they quit. They ring the bell, they put their helmet down and they walk away. They can't take it. And then you have guys come into that program that look like they can't even do one pull-up, and maybe they can't do one pull-up, but you know what? They stick with it and they make it happen. Same thing here. Same exact thing here. All right? So that's what it is, folks. It's not about anything except you. You can make it happen or you can make it not happen. It's a choice. Winning is a choice. Losing is a choice. We choose to win. Bye.